YouTube, what's good? Very nice cut back with another one. Doing a crispy taper. Getting right into it, man. Started this one off taking the hair down with a 3/16 guard with my wireless wall clippers. I got them closed, fully closed. I'm going with the grain. Comb the hair out, before you start. One of my Wavy clients. You want to make sure you're cutting with the way the hair grows. Comb it out. Make sure you comb it out good. You don't see any cowlicks or anything like that. Just cut with the grain for this particular cut. Especially on that crown area, you want to comb that crown area out to make sure you don't mess the client's crown up. So I got my slim lines right here, tapering out the side. Then I go into my wall magic clips open. And I go up about 3/4 of an inch open. Then I close them up a little bit, and I'm just gonna remove that line, slowly closing it up. And just keep attacking that line, man. Staying focused at the target. Use your discretion on, how you open and close the blade to get rid of that line. But the lower down you go, the more you close the blade up. See, I'm right at the line. I got the blade closed and I was right at the line. So then I go to my 3/16. I got it open. I always start open when I'm making a new guideline. And I'm just removing some of that weight before I blend that line I just made with the clippers open with no guard. Now I got the 2 guard on open. Just giving it a smooth transition, man. I want that blend to be nice and smooth. So I got the 2 guard open. Blending out what I just did with the 3/16. And now I got my 1 guard open. And I'm attacking that line. I'm about to just remove that line. Got it open and I slowly close it up. And just stay attacking that line. Closing it up more and more and more until that line is gone. It's a marathon, not a sprint when you executing a good fade. So you don't want to be in no rush. Slowly close it up. Slowly remove the line. And this is the half guard, and I'm just doing some detail work, making sure that blend is all the way crispy. Playing with the lever, open and closing, just fully making sure that line is gone. And here I go back to my 3/16, and I got it closed. This is more detail work, but I'm just executing this blend, making sure it's perfect. So got it closed, and I'm just doing a little bit more detail work to make sure that blend goes from bald to the hair and the transition nice and smooth. More detail work. I put my 1 guard back on, open and closing. I wanted to show y'all every step I really did, so you can see the detail work sometimes that you got to do, especially with clients with more straight hair. You want to make sure that blend is good. Sometimes you may have a little difficulties, but it's no problem with taking your time and doing detail work, putting guards back on. So here for the back taper, make a line going straight across. You can do this with your outliners, or you could do it with your regular clippers. Make that first guideline, and then I'm going to go magic clips open. Got the blade fully open, going up about an inch. And I'm just gonna slowly close the blade, as I go down towards the line. See, close it up a little more, just attack that line. It's pretty simple, man. Open it back up when I go back up higher. And then I close it down some when I go back down lower. It's all about lever play, man. Opening and closing that lever. So I did one side and now I'm just doing the other side. Had it open, now I'm closing it up, attacking that line. And if you can see his hair on the left side, it kind of grows to the right. So that's why I got my clippers kind of angled. I'm going against the way the hair grows when I'm fading. Then I throw the 3/16 guard to remove some of that weight, like I did on the sides, the same steps. Still got a 3/16 on, just, you know, removing some of that hair behind the ear. Here's my one guard. Open. Slowly blending that line out. But I always start open with the new guard. I always start open. Close it up a little bit and just go down lower. Close it up a little bit more. Pretty simple, man. You put a new guard on, you start open, and you work your way down to remove that line. Now I got my 3/16 back on. I'm just working that blend out, man. Playing with the lever, open and closing. Really just working that blend out. And here's a 2 guard. I wanted to make sure it transitioned pretty well, so I put a 2 guard on just to make sure that blend goes nice and smooth. And I got it open, of course. I always start with it open. Right here, just lining up the back with the slim lines. When you do that line up on the back taper, man, it really makes the taper pop if you got some good hidden clippers. And I got a link on how you zero gap your slim lines. I zero gap my slim lines and they really hit better. I also went back off camera and I did some more detail work to the back taper because it wasn't blended perfect how I wanted it to be, but I didn't record that. But you can see, man, these clippers is really hitting. So yeah, that's how I look from both sides is lined up. And then I move on to the front line. I spray some hair hold on the line. Let it sit for a little bit before I line it up. Comb it down, spray some hold on it. And then I get to lining it up, just to hold those hairs in place. Now I'm doing a C shape. I like to start at the top and work my way around. Follow that natural line as much as possible. You don't want to push nobody hair back. It's gonna look crazy in a couple days when it starts growing back. Getting the hair over the ear is very important too. This cut is really coming together. This is the other side. This side wasn't all the way in focus, so I sped it up a little bit just to get through this, but you can still see, see the work I'm putting in. The lighting was better on this side, so I wanted to keep the footage in show. It's just not in focus, but you can see that line is really popping, man. And when I put the fibers on at the end of the cut, it's really gonna set the cut off. But it's looking crispy already. You get you a good blend with taper before you line it up. Your blend is looking crispy before you line it up. It's gonna look 10 times better after you line it up. So right here I got the razor, just doing some razor work. You want to stretch the skin as always. Really practice on getting your razor game up, man, because it plays a big difference. It plays a major role with the lineup. It gets the small hairs that the clippers don't get, and it just gives a sharper look with that razor. So you really want to practice and get good with using the razor. Always stretch the skin, lay that blade down, and just take your time, man. Right here I'm coasting over the waves with my fade masters. I got them closed and I'm just gently coasting over the waves, getting all those loose hairs. It's just, paying attention to detail and doing some detail work. Right here, spraying the fibers. First I spray some hold on the line again, and then I spray it with the fibers just so they can stick to the hold. But I like to keep it natural, so you don't want to spray too much, man. Just enough to fill in the light spots. It shouldn't be noticeable. But if you spray some hold on the line before you put the fibers on and stick right to the line, you don't need a lot, man. You can see doing small pumps and not a lot. Just a few little pumps and keep it moving, man. Just fill in the light spots. And then you go back over it again. As you can see, this cut came off fire. And you can do a cut like this, 35 minutes. Easy work once you get good and get comfortable with doing tapers. Like a cut like this don't take that long, you know what I'm saying? Especially if they don't have a beard. It's a 35 minute cut. Hit the mustache. You want to be very careful when you're hitting the mustache, especially if the clippers are some hitters. You don't want to press too hard. Could cut the lip, that's a sensitive area. And you also don't want to cut their mustache off. Just take your time. Learn how to use both hands. And then finish it up with the shavers, electric shavers. Smooth the face out. That's the cut though. Thanks for watching, man. If you learned anything, like, subscribe, all that. Thanks.